guys, welcome back to Teen Beauty Bible. Today I have another interesting topic to talk to you guys about. So, when you become a teenager, and even before you become a teenager, everyone wants to know about makeup and they start using makeup products. A lot of you guys mentioned that out of all the makeup products, the brows are what gives you the hardest time and you have to go through a lot of trial and error to perfect. Today, I'm going to give you some tips on styling and grooming and perfecting your brows, so let's begin.
안녕하세요. 저는 19살 김민지입니다.
메이크업은 몇 살부터 시작했어요?
저는 작년부터 했어요.
메이크업 할 때 가장 어렵다고 생각하는 부분이 어딨어요?
저는 눈썹이요. 그냥 다듬기가 좀 힘들어요.
눈썹 메이크업이 왜 어려워요?
저는 숱이 많고 진한데 좀 잘못 다듬거나 그러면 티가 많이 나서 어려운 것 같아요.
So, let's begin with the shape of the brows. Unless you guys are a professional makeup artist, finding the perfect shape for your face is the hardest part of drawing your brows. Of course, you can leave your brows the way they are and just keep it natural if you like it and you prefer it. But did you know that you guys can change your appearance and change the impression of your face by reshaping your brows? If you find the right brow shape for you, you could actually accentuate the beautiful parts of your face that you want to show people and also improve your impression. So, what shape fits me the best and what is the best way to trim it? So, if you have a square face shape, it's best to have a softly rounded brow. If you have a round face, it's best to have an angular brow with a high arc. If you have a long face, it's best to elongate the tails of the brows past the corner of your eyes. If you have an oval shaped face, just get a slightly arched, balanced brow. If you find it hard to choose the shape of your brows according to the shape of your face, just try to keep your brows parallel to your upper eyelids to just perfect the natural look. How to trim and shape your brows. Step 1. First, know the original shape of your brows. Before you start trimming and cutting and doing all that fancy stuff, you need to know the original shape of your brow. First, brush your eyebrows nice and tight using a spoolie brush. Second, flatten your brows as much as you can. You can add a balm or a cream when brushing them to flatten them even better. Step 2. Time to shape them. When you're using a tweezer, make sure to sanitize them. Grab the tweezer like you would a pencil and go closest to the root before you pull. Finally, pluck the hairs out according to the direction of hair growth. If you're new to the tweezer, it will be a little scary at first, but you will get used to it. Second, when using a razor, just like the tweezer, make sure to sanitize your razor before shaving. You can simply use a cotton swab to apply the cream because the areas are small where you want to shave. Like the tweezer, shave the hair and remove it in the direction of hair growth. Once you're done shaving, wash your face to remove excess cream and the hairs that fell out. One disadvantage of using a razor is that your hair grows back faster than using a tweezer or waxing. Step 3. Aftercare. So after using a razor and a tweezer, it is so important to take care of your skin. Here are some tips. First, use a toner and a cotton swab to remove any remaining hairs around the eyes. Then, combing care is so important. One thing you can do is soak up a cotton pad with toner, cut it in half, and place it on top of the brows. Or, if you plucked and razored your eyebrows at night, you could use a little bit of calming cream and Tekka cream on top of your brows while you sleep. Colors of eyebrows. So, now that you guys have figured out the shape of your brows, let's talk a little bit about color. Where should we match the eyebrow color to? Your original hair color, your dyed hair color, your eye color? Of course, according to your preference and your characteristics and your personality, you could change the color of your brows to whatever you want. But today we'll be talking about the best daily makeup and natural looking brow color. So the best thing to do when picking out the colors for your brows is to match it to your current hair color. So if you have dark hair, like I do, for the first time in forever, you go 2 shades lighter. So I would be ranging around like an ashy, dusty brown at the moment. If you guys have lighter hair color like blonde or ash blonde or dirty blonde, or why am I mentioning all the blondes, but you get the point, then you go 2 shades darker. So like I mentioned, just because you have blonde hair doesn't mean you go for a blonde brow look. That makes you lose definition in the face. Go 2 shades darker. If you have brunette hair, if you're on the lighter side of the brunette category, then go 1 or 2 shades darker, and if you're on the darker side of the brunette category, then go 1 or 2 shades lighter. If you guys have red hair and ginger hair, go for copper colored brows or just a dark brown. Finally, if you guys have black hair, then go for a dark brown to perfect your brows. 5. eyebrows makeup. So there's a lot of micro needling and permanent makeup on the brows going on, but still a lot of people prefer to draw on their brows using different types of makeup products. So there are mainly three. A, the eyebrow pencil for a fuller and defined look. B, eyebrow gel for quick and easy application. C, eyebrow shadow or eyeshadow for eyebrows for a softer look. Like with everything, when drawing your brows, draw in the direction of hair growth, so outwards. Also, when you're drawing your brows, do as if you're trying to fill in the blanks instead of actually physically drawing it. Once you're done drawing in your brows, and if you want to define them even further, use concealer around the outer corners in order to perfect them.
팁 중에 제일 유용했던 팁은?
눈썹 정리를 하기 전에 로션을 바르는 거랑 컨실러를 발라서 또 눈썹이 더 잘 보이게 하는 게 좋았던 것 같아요.
이거 말고 알고 싶은 메이크업 주제가 있나요?
제가 평소에 눈 화장을 잘 못해서 아이 메이크업을 한번 해보고 싶어요. 만약에 하게 된다면 저를 꼭 불러주세요.
So, thank you guys for joining in with me on another episode of Teen Beauty Bible. Today we talked about brows, and a lot of you guys are interested in makeup, so keep the comments and suggestions coming, and I'll be right there to support you guys. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to be notified, and remember, you are beautiful as you are. Bye guys!